Hey guys, what is up? What is up? Hey, whenever y'all are joining in, please let me know if you can hear the audio, okay? Because I know um, a couple of times, uh-oh, let's see, okay, yeah, a couple of times that I've done a live stream, for some reason the audio would not record. So just let me know as you join in if you can hear me speaking, okay? So, anywho, before I get started with this live stream on the written knowledge test tips, I just want to remind you to smash that subscribe button on my channel, kick that like button on this video and all of my other videos, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload new content or host a live stream or a premiere. All right, thank you so much, Judith. Thank you. All right, so hey, let me talk to y'all about the written knowledge test, okay? If you're taking the written knowledge test through Pearson View, it is a humdinger, okay? It's a humdinger. It's you gotta use more than just your common sense to answer the majority of the questions. So I'm here just to give you a couple of tips. I can only be live for about 10 minutes because I have an important phone call to make in the next few minutes. But so my number one tip is know your information. Okay, that's the biggest tip that I can give you. You have to know, and not only know, but have a good understanding of your training materials, especially when it comes to your the nurse aid scope of practice and residence rights. Okay, you have got to be very familiar with that, and also your basic nursing skills. Okay, know and have a good understanding of the normal ranges of blood pressure, respirations, pulse, also pulse oximetry. Um, know the different areas that you can measure temperature. Know that R is for rectal, it's not for radial, okay? So rectal. So just know your information, and don't, when you're in training, you can't use remote memorization because this is information that you have to know and you have to have a good understanding of in order to function effectively as a CNA. Okay, so know your information. That's the number one tip. The number two tip, and I know this, is easier said than done, but don't stress out about this test, okay? Don't stress out about it. You've got to stay positive. You can't have any negative energy around you when you're waiting in the waiting area. I tell my students, and luckily we have our own testing site, so I really don't have to worry about it too much. But for those of you who are testing at a regional test site, you more than likely will have other candidates there from other training programs, people you don't know, you're not familiar with. You don't want to listen to what they are saying, okay? Just if they start talking, especially about the skills, just hold your hands over your ears, okay? And don't listen to what they are saying. If you do listen to what they're saying, two things are going to happen, okay? You are going to start second guessing what your instructor has trained you, and you're going to start second guessing yourself, okay? So just don't listen to anyone in that training room if they, or excuse me, the waiting room, if they are not from your training site, okay? And also, if people are talking negative, you just want to walk away, get away from them. Again, you don't want any negative energy surrounding you during testing, okay? So stay positive and stay confident. Step number or tip number three, When you are taking the exam, you do not want to spend any longer than 45 to 60 seconds on each question. And I tell you this because the longer you stay focused on one question, the more apt you are going to be to start adding in your own scenario to that question or start taking away from, and you're going to become flustered. Okay. So, the best thing for you to do, if after 45 to 60 seconds you still cannot choose a correct answer or choose, an answer choice, you want to go ahead and just put a tick mark next to the question mark on your bubble sheet and move on to the next question. Okay. When you are reviewing your test, and I tell my students this, you're reviewing the bubble sheet, okay, to make sure you have filled in or selected answer choices for each question. The only time you need to reopen that test booklet once you have completed the exam is if you have a tick mark, okay, next to a question number. And you go directly to that question, okay? Um, and the reason why I tell you this is because a lot of times when you go back through the test booklet, you start second guessing yourself, and you change your answer. And a lot of times, candidates will change from, initially selecting the right answer to changing it to a wrong answer. So, good morning, Emma. How are you? Good morning. Thank you for joining in. So, the only time you will want to change your answer is if you are 100% sure you chose the wrong answer and you are 150% sure you know what the correct answer is. Okay. Hi, is it Diana? Hi, Diana. Good morning to you also. Good morning. Thank you all for joining in. All right. So your gut feeling is usually the first answer choice that you choose, and that answer choice is usually 99.9% the correct answer choice. All right, Purdy, you graduated CNA training. That is awesome. In 2018, and is August 18th this year my deadline? No, you actually have 2 years from the date that you have 2 years from the date that you graduated the training program to take your exam. But I will tell you this, you don't want to wait 2 years. Okay. You don't even want to wait 6 months. And I tell you this because once you graduate, and if you wait that lengthy period of time, you're going to end up forgetting the information. You're going to end up forgetting how to perform certain skills. So I wouldn't wait. As soon as you graduate your training program, I would get in contact with Pearson VUE or whoever your state's authorized administrator is, and register for the test. Okay. Don't wait. Please don't wait. Okay. Take that exam. The information is fresh in your mind. And you've had your skills lab where you can get the hands on. Where are you going to get the hands on practice if you wait? Right. And that's where a lot of, I think candidates make the biggest mistake is because they say, oh, well, I'm nervous. I don't want to take it now because I'm nervous. Well, let me tell you something. If you are nervous, after soon after you graduate your training program, you're going to be 3 times as nervous if you wait, 6 months, a year, or 2 years before you take your exam. You're going to be more nervous because now you're not quite sure of, how to perform, applies one knee-high elastic stocking. You're not going to remember how to, the steps for modified bed bath. So no matter when you take your exam, you're going to have that sense of nervousness. That's just normal. But yeah, you don't want to wait. Okay. So if I were you, I would go ahead and contact your authorized administrator and get registered to take your exam. Okay. Um, I don't know if I can write because I am on my telephone right now doing this live stream. You're welcome, Purdy. You're welcome. Hold on one sec. I'm trying to go through these. Um, Hi, Addis. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Thank you. Thank you. That's so sweet of you to say. So Addis, this is my email address, okay? It is Julie, Julie, Reynolds, Reynolds, at NATSAP, that's NATCEP, consultant.com. Okay, I'm not able to type in messages while I'm live streaming on my phone. Sorry about that. So I'll repeat that. It's my email address, business email address is Julie Reynolds at natsapconsultant.com. Okay, so if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. All right, so another tip when you're taking the written exam, again, the question is what it is. It's there in black ink. Don't read in between those spaces. There's nothing there but white. Okay, there's nothing in between those printed lines. So don't. You're welcome, Addis. You're welcome. So don't read in between the lines. Um, Also, let's see, another tip for you with the written exam. And a lot of candidates make the mistake of reading a question, and when they read that first answer, they say, "Oh, that's the correct answer," and they go ahead and they, bubble in their answer sheet. Well, you can't do that, okay? Because you may have all four answer choices may be correct answer choices. Yeah, they have a lot of those on the test, okay? So you may have four answer choices that are correct, but you have to choose the very best one. So when after you read your question and you read answer choice A, if you think that's the correct answer, don't mark your paper. Read all of the answer choices first. And I'm going to tell you, if you have questions like that where all four answer choices are correct or appropriate, again, you will want to choose the very best answer choice. Okay. And here's an example. So, and you got to remember residence rights, okay, in your scope of practice on the majority of these questions. So here's an example question. Let's see. Let's say you're providing care to a resident who refuses to take a shower, right? Okay, they're refusing to take a shower. So what should the CNA do? Okay, so let's say you have your first answer choice is tell the nurse. Your second answer choice would be, to ask why they don't want to take a shower. Your third answer choice would be, offer the resident a bed bath. And let's say your fourth answer choice would be to, wait a few minutes and then go back and ask the resident. Okay. Well, guess what? All four of those answer choices are correct, right? Because you would definitely want to tell the nurse that the resident is refusing treatment, right? But you have to keep in mind that's the resident's right, right? They have the right to refuse treatment. B, yeah, you want to ask them, hey, well, what's up? Why don't you want to take a shower, right? C, if they don't want to get up out of bed, the next thing to do would be to, hey, offer them a bed bath, right? And then that fourth answer choice, is, sometimes, you may, approach the resident, or you may, ask them, or you may have to perform a nursing task, and maybe that's just not, they're not ready to. So, you want to leave out and then maybe come back in about another 15, 20 minutes, and then they may be ready to shower, right? So all of those answer choices are correct answer choices. But which is the very best one, right? Which is the very best one? And so you want to ask yourself as a CNA, if I walk into a resident's room and say, hey, Mr. Johnny, let's go get your shower. And Mr. Johnny says, no, I'm not going, or no, I don't want a shower. What would you, as a CNA, what would be your response? What would be your very next response, right? Would you go out the room and tell the nurse? Would you offer them a bed bath? Would you ask them why they don't want to take a shower? Or would you just leave out the room and come back in 15 minutes, right? Well, the very best answer choice will be to say, hey, Mr. Johnny, what's up? Why don't you want to take a shower, right? Ask the person why. It could be that, maybe they're in pain. Maybe they're, just tired and they don't want to get up right now, right? So even though all four of those answer choices are correct, you have to choose the very best one. And in order to choose the very best one, you have to be able to logically sequence certain events, right? You take it step by step. So the first thing I would do as a CNA would be to ask the resident, why do you not want to take a shower, right? The second thing that I would do is offer them, hey, if you don't want to get up and take a shower, maybe I can give you a bed bath, right? And then the next thing that I would do is, I'd go tell the nurse, and then I would come back maybe 15, 20 minutes later and ask the resident. So hopefully y'all understand what I'm trying to explain as far as logical sequencing. Okay, when it comes to those questions that have, all four answer choices are correct, or maybe you have two or three answer choices are correct, right? So that's what you want to do. But hey, guys, I have got to go now. Maybe I'll do another live stream to continue giving you all tips on taking the written exam. I'm also going to do a live stream on tips for receiving, that will help increase your chances of receiving a first time pass on the skills portion of your exam. So whether your state falls under Pearson VUE, Prometric, or Headmaster, these helpful tip videos will help you, okay, no matter who your authorized administrator is. But I have got to go. I have got to make this phone call, okay? But hey, again, before I leave, don't forget to smash that subscribe button on my channel, kick the like button on this video and all of my other videos, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload new content. Also, don't forget to visit my Etsy storefront where I am selling my YouTube merch. The link is Etsy, or www.etsy.com/shop/smash fads. I have the link blasted all over the community section of my channel. Okay, you can't miss it. So visit my site. Hey, favorite my storefront, favorite some of the items in there, put some of the items in your cart for later. Don't forget, I still have, I believe, 21 workbooks, textbooks on Smash That CNA exam. You're getting at a 62% savings at $25. Okay, once it gets published, the going rate will be $65. Okay. So you can still have 21 left. I know several people have them in their cart, but that does not save, the book, okay, for you. So if you have them in your cart, go ahead and purchase them, purchase the book. And what else was I going to say? Hold on one sec. There we go. Awesome, Emma. Okay, great. Yes, email me again. My email address is juliereynolds@natsap.com. Oh, excuse me, Julie Reynolds at natsapconsultant.com. Okay. Again, I have my email address posted under the comment sections in some of my videos too. Okay. But hey, and again, if you want to, leave a message or write or ask a question, you can always ask in the comment section when you play back this live stream. Okay. So, smash that CNA exam. Smash it. Y'all gonna smash it, okay? And I will see you all.